Wonderful suggestion. Now, session is recording. Good morning, everyone. Um Welcome to Python class post Dasara vacations. Today, we are going to discuss some more examples on string processing using lists, loop control statements, operations on list. There are built-in functions where operations can be performed, list comprehension, and examples. Finally, we have one assignment. Okay, let me start with the first program. This is a program to reverse characters of each word in a line of text. So if I give the quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog, if I give this sentence, it has to reverse each word. The has to be reversed, quick has to be reversed, but the position of the words should be same. It should be there. Here, when we have defined a function, user-defined function. Whatever we are storing in a string, we are passing it as a function call, and we are creating a new string. Each time we are looping for text dot split. When we write text dot split, what happens? Automatically, the line of text is split based on the space. And what happens? Each word becomes an element of the list. It becomes a list of words, and word is going to loop for each word in that particular list. So in this case, so first word is reversed and added to new string. Later, second string is reversed, added to new string. Third string is reversed and added to new string. Fourth word is reversed, added. So I think you know this particular indexing will interchange the words from right to left. So that means it reverses the word. Finally, whatever new word that is being created, it will be returned. So that returning, we are just directly printing in the print statement. This is the program. This is one program. Next, the next program is to print the longest word. Longest word in the sense, the word which is having the highest length, number of characters in terms of number of characters. So the string, whatever I am writing, it is I am writing in a multiple line text. So it is not a line of text; it is multiple lines of text. So RNS Institute of Technology is affiliated to is a first line. Visvesvaraya Technological University is second line. So this entire thing, I write it in triple quotes and I store it in A. Now I have a word and L is length. Word is empty word. I'm initializing as empty. L I am initializing it to 0. Now for I in A dot split means the entire string is split based on the space. Now if the length of the I is greater than L, in this case, what happens? L will be 0. The length of L is 0. If it is greater than 0, then what happens? The next length, that means first word length is RNS, that is 3. 3 is greater than 0. So what happens? 3 will go and sit here. Next, institute. Institute is having 4 plus 4, 9. So 8 plus 1, 9. 9 is greater than 3. Yes, it will store 9 here. Next, similarly, it will go to each word and check its length. If the length of that particular word is more, then what it will do, it will display. It will be recorded here. length will be recorded in L, and that current word is recorded in WRD. So this goes on for all the words in a multiple line of text. Okay, and finally it displays both the programs we can execute here. Look at here. So this is the input that we have given, and this is the expected output. When I run this code, so definitely I get the same thing. This is with respect to the first program. I made it static because I'm more concentrating on how exactly the logic is working. You can make it as dynamic. You can take an input from the user, and you can reverse each word and display the same thing. Second program, Python program to print longest word in a line of text. So the same, if I run, let us see. The longest word is Vishweshwaraya. It is uh, its length is 15 characters. So I'm just displaying that. So this is one particular example that we are supposed to work. Further, loop control statements. Loop control statements change the execution from its normal sequence to the other sequence. That means either it will continue looping or skip looping or exit looping. This is what loop control statements are all about. When execution leaves a scope, all automatic objects that are created inside the loop gets automatically destroyed. So remember one very important thing. When you break the loop, so normally we know break statement and continue statement. Break statement terminates the loop. When it terminates the loop, what happens? All the variables that are used inside the loop block all will destroy. So that is what it is talking about. And a continue statement will skip that particular loop and continue to execute the next loop. So that is the next thing. So if you look at the example, look at here in this example for letter in Python. That means letter will loop for each characters P, Y, T, H, O, N. If the letter becomes loops, and if the letter becomes H, automatically what happens? It will break. Break means it will come out of the loop. So all the characters except H are printed. That means up to H. P is not H, so it is printed. Y is not H, it is printed. T is not H, printed. H is equal to H, it will break. That means Pyth, P-Y-T, P-Y-T is printed. Since the letter H is encountered, so it will break the loop. So it will display. Another example, we have a, so this example we have used with for loop. Another example we will be using with respect to while loop. We initialize var with value 10. If the value is greater than 0, then print the variable. So 10 is printed. Var is equal to var minus 1. It becomes 9. Yeah, 9 is printed. Next loop, 8 is printed. 7 is printed. 6 is printed. 5. When it becomes 5, 5 is also printed. And if var becomes a 5, automatically what happens? Var breaks. That means break. That means the control will go out of the loop and it will print the goodbye. So it will print 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and it will say goodbye. So this program I have already given here. You can see if I run this, it will display PYT. It is printing. Same way. Next program. Next, another example. 10, 12, 23. So I have not given any break. I have not given any break. So since I have not given any break, it will print. I have not given any condition for break. I'm sorry. So it will print 100, first character, that is first element. Next, it will print. It will come to break. So it will break. So it will print only 100. So this is another example which we have already seen earlier. This is another program which I was explaining break statement with respect to while loop, within while loop. So when I run this code, automatically what happens? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Once it encounters 5, automatically it will break. It will say goodbye. Goodbye is the next statement that is out of the loop. That is another thing. Same way, the continue statement. So in this case, what we are doing, we are creating a loop for string Python, and if h encounters, automatically it will continue. Continue means it will skip execution of the underlying statements. What are underlying statements? There is only one statement, that is print statement. This statement, print statement, is not printed if you encounter h. Continue means it will go and continue with the next iteration. So that is the thing you have to understand. So the same program, it is already given here. So I'll just do a small change here. Look at here, the same mirroring of the program I have done. So instead of h, what I'll do continue. So I'll just continue and run it. So it will try to print all the characters except h. Python. In case of h, it is continue. Suppose if you want to skip only for a particular number, you can do that. So using this, you can continue statement, you can do that. So that is about the thing. The same way, I just want to print all the numbers from 10 to 0 except 5 multiples. That means 10 should not be printed, 5 should not be printed. In that case, if the var modulus 5 equal to 0, then it has to continue. Continue means it has to go to the next one. It has to skip next one. So same thing, we can write it, we can edit it, and we can write it. So var modulus 5 equal to 0, instead of break, if I give you continue, yes, continue. So what happens? It prints all the numbers except I have to give it like this. Yeah. So it has to continue. If it is equal to, I think var is equal to 10, var is greater than 0. If var modulus 5 is equal to 0, so then it has to continue. It should not print it. But why it is printing? Okay. Anyhow, let us introspect. Var modulus 5. Okay, I don't know why. So equal to. Okay. It is, we can just introspect later, but if it is modulus 5 equal to 0, why it is giving if var modulus 5? Oh, print statement, I should put it after the if statement. Sorry, that is the problem. You understood, right? I have put the print statement above it. So I had to put it here. Sorry, I had to put, yes. So it is trying to print. It is recomputing and it is trying to print. Okay. So this print statement has to be skipped. Only, I'm sorry. Yeah. See, 10 is not printed. 9, 8, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5 is not printed, and rest all printed. So this is another code. Next, operations on lists. You can find the length of the list by using len. Same way, you can use max function, min function to find the maximum number of elements, find the minimum number of elements, and sum of elements, sum of L. If you just give sum of L, automatically it will find the sum of all the elements. So let us try one small code. I just create a list, LST. I just create a list. Okay, LST is equal to some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I create a list. And if I say print sum of LST, it will straight away print the sum. So it is done. So actually, I have to write it as a code. Okay, I have to make it as a code. Yes. If I run this, automatically I get the list. Suppose if I add a string in between, it will generate an error. So if the list is homogeneous and a numeric list, then only the sum function will execute. Sum is a built-in function. Same way, max and min. I have a list of numbers. Just take for example, and I have a list of numbers. Now, if I want to sort it, I just wanted to sort it. Just give. Automatically, this is also works. But what happens for homogeneous elements? Homogeneous elements. So type error. You get type error because the string and integers cannot be compared for numbers. Okay. So automatically the list will get sorted. Sorted is going to work. Sorted is going to work with the list. Okay, numeric list. It is going to work with numeric list, and it will generate another list. You can see it is generating another list. So if you want, you can certainly store it as yes LST. That is sorted LST is equal to, you can give sorted LST, sorted list, yes LST. You can certainly give. So like this, the list, whatever you are getting, you should be sorted like this, and later it has to be done. Especially whenever you are doing binary search, your list should be in sorted order. In such cases, this is going to be very helpful. This is going to be very helpful. Right. And next, we have append operation. Plus operator is used for appending to lists. So here, He, helium and lithium plus you have Verenium, you want to add it, you can certainly original plus BE. You can just combine it. So when you combine, a new new element is created, and that new element is automatically added to the final list. You can see, you can create two lists, you can combine two lists, and you can do it. I want everybody to type your output. Okay, what will be the output of this? What will be the output of this? I want everybody, all students, to give your answers. What will be the output for this? Now, don't execute. Yeah, what will be the output of this? I want everybody to try it out. Yeah, very good. This is going to give a error because list cannot be added with a string. List cannot be added with a string. So it will generate an error. Okay. Similarly, you can also use times operator to do multiplication. Okay. And if you do like this, FENI, 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 3 times the list elements are added. Okay. In operator. In operator can be applied to list to check whether the object is present inside the list or not. So this is a membership operator. Look at here. We have a list of noble gases. We have a list of noble gases. And these noble gases, I want to check, I want to input a gas, and whether that gas is present inside the noble gas list or not. So you ask for the user the input, enter the gas, and user will enter argon. So if argon is present inside the noble gas, then you can print, oh, the gas name, whatever you have entered, is a noble gas. So it is just like that. So this is one simple example that I have given it. So list comprehension. In fact, list comprehension is a very big topic. I am facing shortage of time. Maybe in the next class I'll handle. But before that, let us understand what is list comprehension. List comprehension is a method of creating new lists. Is a method. It's a method to create automatically the new list with the help of iteratables. Iteratable. What do you mean by iteratable? Iteratable means the list is an iteratable, and you get range function. Range function is an iteratable, which generates a range of numbers. Yeah, it is an iteratable. Similarly, we create a set, we create tuple, we create a dictionary. These are all data structures that can be iteratable. So list comprehension is a method of creating new lists with the help of iteratables, other iterator. As list comprehension returns lists, they consist of brackets containing the expression. So you have to write the entire expression inside the square bracket. If you write square bracket, the expression, so what happens? It is automatically going to create. So you write the expression and you write the iteratable component, iteratable statement. Next. So this is an expression, and your iteratable component, you write like this. So you write the for loop. So what happens? It will create. Example. You can see H letters, H letters is nothing but is an empty list. For H in human, so what you are trying to do, you are extracting each letter H, U, M, A, N, and you are trying to add to the list. So what happens? It is here. You can see it's here. I just clear the screen. Look at here. When I run this, what happens? Each character is making it as a list element. H is a list element, U is a list element, M is a list element, A is a list element, N is a list element. So it is just like that, and it is printing. If the same thing, if you want to apply comprehension, you write like this. Letter, okay, for letter in human, automatically. So you need not have to use a list method append. So when I run this, it is equivalent. See, you're writing almost 4 lines. The same thing you're writing in using list comprehension, 2 lines, only 2 lines. So that's all for today's class. Please type in your USN in the chat box. In the next class, we'll see some of the examples of iteratables and list methods. Thank you. Stay safe. All class recordings are available in this particular website. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.